Okay, well, let's get started. Who would like to recap us?
I'm sure I will, since one person's driving, the other one is eating. That seems fair.
Cool.
Where did we start? It was the Drakes. Glorfindel went off to fight those, but I think that was previous game. Um, I think we mostly were concerned with two things. We ascertained the true purpose of our company, that we are a diversion or at least we're on some sort of suicide mission type thing where we don't actually have the One Ring. We have what is probably almost confirmed to be one of the Dwarven rings that have various powers related to stone and earth and precious metals, uh, but it is still tainted by the influence of the shadow and the darkness. I believe Silas currently has that in his possession around his neck on a chain. Let's see. We also thoroughly discussed where we were going and how we were getting there. Oh yeah. We're going to pursue the two blue wizards that have gone into the east. We defined that using the stars, and we are planning to take boats down. I'm not sure what river, the Forest River. We're going around.
The Selduin, the river running.
Okay, the river running. We're going around Lake Town. We're taking the bypass. We're not going into Lake Town so that we avoid drawing attention because we're a bunch of unusual characters. That's kind of where we left off. Unless I don't think that.
We had much debate about a boat.
Yes, much debate about a boat.
Much debate about the boat.
I was thinking later, I was imagining like, what if we had chosen the Elven boat, and then like Eric's like, okay, this boat comes up, and there's this man, and it looks like we're in the wrong river, by the way, for this joke. But anyway, this boat comes up, and there's a man laying in the boat dead with a goatee. He's wearing clothes that mark him as originating from Gondor. There is a broken white horn, and we're just like, we just like dump him out and take the boat.
Oh god, that would be very clever. But
Find
geographically
in a later
would not
river.
make sense.
Yeah, we're entirely in the wrong spot. That's the Anduin, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Did you mention Mox's divination?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
But you guys did sacrifice a bit of luck to find a pretty sound boat. From the the human fishing village where you were at.
That we did, and we traded them our horses, I believe.
Yes, so you got some food and supplies.
Yeah.
Yep. It just occurred to me, it's unclear what Melrayan's gear situation is, because she had like all the pack animals with all of her stuff that her grandparents had loaded them down with. So is all of that getting packed into the boat as well?
I think some of it got traded away because some of it was like cost of the like survival items.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't really need all the things that my grandparents thought I would need.
Yeah, I mean there's 4 sweaters in the gear, like they wanted to make sure you were warm and comfy, etc.
Yeah, so I would say I probably decreased my quantity of goods by half.
Cool.
It's still a lot, but I'll figure that out when we get off the boat, how I want to transport that.
Okay, great. Yeah, I mean presumably the majority of your like tinkering stuff.
Yeah, I have all that.
Yep, still got, yeah. Cool.
Okay,
that sounds good. So yeah, you guys get on this boat, pile in, kind of figure out how it works more or less. Does anyone have a skill related to sailing?
Oh no.
I think we figured this out last game that the answer to that is no.
Sorry.
I definitely do not.
Something we were gonna do right before last game was I can never remember the name of Ken's character for some reason. Nick. I and Nick were gonna look over the boat, primarily Nick, because he has actual woodworking stuff, and make sure there was no like obvious flaws with it.
Yes, yeah, I have a note about that, that you're gonna look it over to determine their repair slash status. Cool. Yeah, go ahead and do an investigation check with advantage.
Investigation. Oh, okay, cool. That's actually like that. Yeah, I failed that horribly. 95. That's not gonna.
That was with advantage?
Oh, advantage. I'm sorry. So is advantage? Do I just roll twice? Is that how that works?
Exactly. Yeah. Roll twice to take the better.
Wait. Oh, I'm rolling the wrong dice. I'm so sorry. I'm rolling d20s. That's probably
Oh, that's gonna make it
part
harder.
of the problem. I'll just roll once since it's basically
Okay.
82.
Okay, still pretty bad. I mean, the Fisher people, you know, they gave it to you. They seem to be using it. They, you know, once it was clear that they were going to get the horses and everything out of the deal, it seemed like they were pretty eager to make it happen. And I think Silas was doing his like chummy, you know, chatting thing, and
Yeah,
that
for
they gave you
sure.
something reasonably sound. Now, it is a fishing vessel designed for the upper leg of or actually the Forest River where you are right now, as well as Esgaroth. It's not exactly designed for like rapids or, you know, a really long journey. If you guys take the river the whole way, I mean, that is a serious stretch of distance that you're going to be covering with this boat. So it's probably up to the task, but it's not designed for that purpose.
Yeah, we might have to do some repairs along the way.
And it's also not designed to be out like for 24-hour sorts of things. So there's not like spaces to sleep on it, for example. It assumes that the people go out and bring it back and then sleep on shore. So if you guys are going to try to sleep as you're sailing, it's going to be complicated. Melrain could probably rig something up given some time.
Yeah, I think I can. Also, I think I've decided what I want one of my magical powers to be.
Oh, cool.
I think I would like to be able to imbue my objects with like a little bit of automaticity.
Oh, neat. I love that a lot.
So like, so I think that like I'm used to doing it for more of my like little gadget things.
Right.
So like if it's to do a task, it can like do it once it's been set on its course.
Yeah.
So I think what I'd like to see is if I can imbue the steering mechanism of the boat.
Oh, totally.
With a little bit of automaticity.
Ooh,
so that
neat.
way it can like do its thing.
Cool.
And then
help our complete lack of any fishing boat capability.
Yes.
Because none of us are skilled in that in the slightest.
Since we couldn't get the Elven boat, I'm just gonna fancy this one up a bit.
Cool. That sounds like fun. I like that a lot.
And I can't remember how much I had left for my magic.
It's 1/5 of the of your power, basically.
Okay.
So let's say Melrain's power is 50. So it starts at a 10.
Okay.
Which is not great, but I mean, you got a lot of time to work on it. So
yeah.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, you guys get all your gear more or less situated. Pile in with the 5 of you and your gear. It's fairly crowded. Again, this is, you know, a fishing boat.
It's not really meant for this.
Yeah, single sail. It's designed for like a crew of 2 to go out and catch fish and bring it back at the end of the day.
And we also
do we have some paddles to paddle it in lack of wind?
There are paddles with it, yes.
Okay.
We also have Radagast with us, right?
Oh, that's right. No, Radagast is totally with you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is a
so
very
6
crowded
people.
boat.
And actually,
Oh, and Trudale.
and Trudale, yeah. So you've got
Good
7.
lord.
So
Is Radagast like going along the bank on his rabbit sled
no,
beside us, or is he in the
he-
boat
he
with us?
whispered to the rabbits, and they ran off into the woods. They're not going to be able to keep up.
Ooh, we
So
are
I
very
think-
much crowding this boat.
Yeah, so I think actually what I'm going to say is that you guys have 2. You traded for 2 boats because
Okay,
one
yeah,
boat
it's like this is
really
gonna be
isn't going to cut it.
really crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool, cool.
So who goes where in that case?
I was gonna say, since the 3 of us are here right now, I feel like the 3 of us should be on a boat and the other
Okay.
one's on the other boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. And Trudale will be with us, and
Okay,
Radagast
perfect.
with the others.
Perfect.
Yeah, 4 and 3. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so the boat with 4 is also the boat with the kid. So
Right.
you know.
Cool. Okay, great. So yeah, you guys pile into these boats, kick off from the shore. The current of the Forest River easily takes you down to the Long Lake. It'll probably be about a day's journey to get to the lake, and then you can maneuver out of it to get down the Selduin. Anything you're gonna do en route to the Long Lake?
Between here and the Long Lake.
Yeah, I know Melrayan's working on trying to get the steering automatized.
Yeah.
How many
Um,
paddles do these have? Like how?
2.
Okay, so it's big enough for 2 people to paddle.
Yeah. Again, assuming like the current, etc. It just depends
Yeah.
on how fast you care to go.
I'm gonna say Silas's inclination is to paddle. I don't know if that means that like if he paddles, are we gonna like leave the other boat?
Yes, yeah,
trailing
you'll
behind us?
slowly pull away from the other boat.
I'm gonna say he probably does that, and like they are forced to paddle to keep up, which might annoy them. But Silas is like feeling antsy because he's never been in the water, so he's like he wants to be helpful and he doesn't know how to be helpful, so he's just gonna start paddling.
Okay, cool. That sounds great.
Yeah, I kind of just let him go since he needs to burn off some energy, and I don't need to. And we don't need more speed. So, but I remind him every now and again to make sure that he switches sides.
Nice,
Oh yeah, you definitely have to like give him the hand on that at the beginning because he's like otherwise going to start paddling us in a circle until he like understands
Wait,
how to make
exactly.
this
They're
work.
like one-sided, they're not like rowing.
Right, exactly. They're just freestanding paddles.
Yeah, so he's gonna like paddle over here and then move and then paddle over there, and paddle over here. But at the beginning, he was definitely like paddling his side, and the boat was like because he just had no concept of that.
Cool. Okay. Great. You guys head down down the Forest River. As twilight starts to come in, you see the Long Lake in front of you, the sun behind you, casting shadows across the Long Lake. You see, not super far, but maybe a mile or so away, Lake Town. You're clearly far enough away from it to not have to engage with Lake Town. But as you're approaching the Long Lake, you see another boat that is definitely bigger than your fishing vessel. It's like so your fishing vessels are about 15 feet vessels, which is like I said, relatively small.
Yeah.
This one, as you're approaching the lake, is about twice as big, and you see maybe half a dozen people kind of milling about. It looks like they're kind of tacking across where the Forest River comes into Long Lake. Anybody who cares to can do a insight check for me.
Will you roll for me, Eric?
Yes. Cool. Melrayan got a extreme success. Yep. Holy cow.
Hey,
That's insane.
Silas,
regular.
Silas did not succeed. It's off by 8.
he's too busy paddling.
He's too busy paddling. Yeah.
Yep. And Drifter.
Regular success.
Okay, cool. Drifter, looking at this other boat, you get the impression that they're it looks like they're looking for something or they're on a patrol. You've walked enough patrols to know kind of what that looks like. Melrayan, I have no idea how Melrayan would know this, but just looking at these folks, they look like they're on alert. They definitely have noticed your boats coming down the Forest River. They're tacking back and forth. They're looking into the sun as it's setting, so they don't have a great vision. They're probably not seeing who's in the boats, but they're definitely interested in you, and you get the impression that they're like official sorts of people. You notice one of them has like a uniform on, so it looks like it's a patrol basically, and you think that they're probably going to stop you.
Do you think it's a human patrol or an elven patrol?
No, you think it's definitely a human patrol, probably from Long Lake. Probably this is like part of the security system, is to mind the rivers going into and leaving Long Lake, to keep an eye out for any nefarious people.
Are there any like insignia or any insignia
you're not
flags?
able to see from this distance, but you get
Got
the
it.
impression that they are military type folk.
I'm going to say that my political training with my grandparents, since my elven grandparents were kind of in politics, and I therefore know a little bit about human politics as well, so I can recognize the uniforms. So that's how I will claim that.
Oh, that
insight.
makes sense. Okay,
And
cool.
then yep. And then I'm gonna recommend that since Silas is the more like chummy of the group, that he should probably be the one that interacts with them to say that, hey, we're just passing through. And then one option, you guys can tell me what you think of this. One option would be that he can pretend to be like ferrying me because of like the Drake attack. I can claim to be an elf from that area, and that he's trying to get me to some like safety or family. So that's why we're trying to navigate around the town. Or I don't know if anybody else has any other good plausible story. So I'll let them know that,
You're
hey,
definitely going to have to communicate that to Silas, because he is not going to come up with that on his own.
Yeah. So they can't tell, they can't see us just yet because we're backed by the sun. So,
Exactly. And you're also like a couple 100 feet up the river, so they're not within earshot yet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell Silas to stop paddling, and then we need to group up to decide how we're going to do that. So we have a little bit of time, yes. So we're gonna get stopped by this boat up ahead.
Boat up ahead? Oh, right. Yeah, those guys.
Well,
Yeah.
we want to try and we were trying to be inconspicuous at this point, because I think we're not trying to draw attention just yet until we can get more backing behind us. So hopefully we don't die. So I think that was our goal, right?
Don't die.
Yes.
Yeah, that's always the goal.
Yeah.
Don't die.
Yeah, not die. So we need a plausible story for why we're here.
We're trying to go down the other side of the river.
Yeah, but why?
Does it matter? We're not.
They will probably ask like what goods we're carrying or what our purpose is on that boat. So I don't know, it could be as much as Professor Mox has got some jars of jam that he wants to sell on the ocean, or
Running away from work seems like a pretty good reason.
yeah, I think
I don't think anybody's going to complain.
I think trying to escape the Drake attack on that from the village seems like a pretty plausible explanation. And then yeah, that's what I've got. Do you guys have anything else?
Sounds good to me.
I think I don't see any reason why they'd stop us. We're not doing anything wrong. We're just going on by.
I
Sure,
know,
we-
so we just have to act like we aren't doing anything wrong, which,
That'd be
just
easy because we
be
aren't.
like, hey, we're just trying to get away from these drakes and make it to safety. And let's say Professor Mox in the next boat behind wants to told us to go this way based on his reading of the stars. So
Okay. Silas thinks everyone's making this way too complicated. It's like, we're not doing anything wrong. We could just go. But he's going with the plan, but he's just like, okay, sure.
yeah,
Exactly,
it's
Silas.
pretty simple. We're just trying to stay away from the drakes, and we're going this way because that's what the professor read in the stars. Pretty
Got it.
straightforward.
Got it. Yeah, I can do that.
Cool.
Okay, great. You guys approach the other ship. It is moving to intercept you as you're coming out of the river. Not like gonna crash or anything, but definitely getting kind of close.
They can definitely observe Silas struggling to like bring the boat to a graceful stop because he is like still not 100% figured out how to maneuver this boat.
Nice. You guys do spot that there's there's about 8 people on this boat. About 4 of them have longbows out and arrows knocked, but not drawn. But definitely where they could, if they chose to, attack, basically.
Are they speaking to each other currently?
Not when you are close enough to see them. It looks like they're just on collision with you or intercept course. You do see that it looks like there's a person in charge, sort of shorter, long blonde hair female. She's wearing pretty simple leather armor on. She does not have a bow, but she has a good sword at her side. She seems to be the leader, the captain of the vessel.
So Silas is going to bring the boat alongside them. Obviously, he's clearly not attempting to like evade their intercept.
Okay.
He, if anything, he probably accidentally like bumps our boat into their boat, like just
Nice.
because he still is struggling to maneuver it. But
Cool.
once
Yeah,
he gets
you
there,
hear the woman shouting across the water, "Hail, travelers, come alongside!"
hey, yep, we're coming, and he's like trying to paddle over there.
I'll try to assist.
Cool. Yeah, you guys are able to more or less get close-ish to the intercept boat. The woman is their vessel is, like I said, a bit bigger, not dramatically bigger, but certainly rides higher in the water. So the woman kind of looks down at you and says, "My name is Captain Gridane from Lake Town. This is my route to patrol the Forest River. We weren't expecting any folks coming into town today. What brings you to Long Lake?"
Oh, we're not trying to come into town. We're just trying to go down the river that way. We're trying to just make our way out of here. We're running away from some things, actually. There's some, I don't know if you're aware, there were some drakes that like attacked the wood elves back there. Yeah, we don't want any part of that. We want to get that way.
Drakes? Perhaps. Why don't we tie up and you can give us a more detailed explanation, travelers?
That's pretty much all of the details.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of. We weren't there when it happened, but I mean, we can give you whatever information, but we don't really have a lot of information, unfortunately.
So tell us where you come from.
Where are you guys from? I'm from
Interesting collection, a hobbit and an elf and some men. And she looks at Radagast, who has like twigs in his beard and has like leaves twined in his hair and everything, and he just like gives her this crazy eyed look.
We're a bit of a unusual lot. I'll grant. But like I said, we just want to get away from all of that. And the professor here, and he like points towards the little hobbit man, Professor Mox. He's like, said that that way was the way to go. From like looking at the stars, and yeah, so that's the way we're going. We don't really, like I said, we don't really interested in going to Long Lake or to Lake Town. We just wanted to pass on through and get on out down the river that way. And he like indicates the way we're trying to get out of here.
You bring grave tidings though, so I must inquire more. So you've come down the Forest River. Tell me, where did you encounter these drakes?
Back at the Wood Elves at where was that again? And he's like looking at you guys for like any kind of names.
Yeah, we give the name of the Elven Kingdom. I don't remember what it is.
Okay. And what indication do you have that it was drakes of some kind?
Well, there were no elves left there except for the dead ones, and a bunch of the buildings were like flat or destroyed, and there's giant claw marks everywhere.
I'll describe the damage in great detail since I was the one who I used one of my powers to ascertain it was Drake's.
Okay. Uh-huh.
We have a few people who are very experienced in these matters, who identified that it looked like the work of Drake's.
Can I
But
do a
I've never seen one myself, but
Can I do a perception check to see like where I think what like information specifically the captain is trying to get at with us, or like what she thinks of our party?
Yeah, definitely. I think that would be a insight check. So I'll roll that for you.
I think insider perception which one is that?
Yeah. Perception is like what you can see. Insight is like understanding what they're up to.
Okay.
Yep. So yes, you got a success on insight. Your impression from Captain Gradane is that you guys were unexpected. She was a little bit surprised. She's definitely worried. She wants to get as much information as possible in case that there's some threat to her town. You don't think that she cares about you guys particularly much once Silas was like, we're not going to Lake Town, but it seems like she wants as much information as possible because it sounds like this is a danger that may be a problem for her people.
Okay. Then I think I want to volunteer that there were some other, like, our party was larger and split up because some other members of like some other elven members that were originally traveling with us, they wanted to kind of protect the Wood Elf territory, even though there weren't any other elves there currently. So there is some degree of some party of people that is seeking this problem to try and resolve it.
Yeah, they were real enthusiastic about taking out the Drakes.
Yeah. And I think their plan was to go to Lake Town afterwards to report on their success. So they could probably expect to see a party of mixed party of elves and humans in, I don't know, like a month. How long do we think it takes to knock off some Drakes?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sure it'll be a matter of days and a escapade for songs.
To be on the safe side, probably a matter of weeks before they come back to town to like report on what they've seen.
I see. So some of your party broke off to pursue the Drakes and hopefully slay or drive them off, and they'll report back to Lake Town when they are done.
Yes.
That sounds like something they would do. I must have missed that part.
Well, you bring grave tidings, travelers, but I appreciate the news. I will pass it on to my superiors. You say that you're not stopping at Lake Town. The night grows soon, and I would encourage you to stop. The inns are welcoming, the taverns are warm, and it's far better than being out here at night.
So
I look over at the rest of the people who were like dead set against going to Lake Town.
we lost Megan. I think she might be just getting into her house.
Switching over, yeah. Okay, we can wait to make that decision then.
That's fair. That's fair. Silas was never against coming to Lake Town.
Right? Yeah. What's the problem with that? Look at that tabby kitten.
So cute. They're getting so big so fast.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Like
Sorry,
I can already tell how large they're getting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, show me the kitten again.
Okay.
Now I can actually like pick it. Oh, kitten! Oh, look,
Yeah.
he fixed his ear. Or fix her ear. All
Your
Little
crooked.
ear-
Your ear's messed
All
up.
crooked. All right, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry about the disconnect. I just got home.
No, we figured you were moving.
Yes. Moving locations, getting some.
Hmm.
So they were inviting
yeah,
us to come
so-
stay at the inns in Lake Town. I was like, Silas is like looking over at the rest of the party members who were like very against going to Lake Town because Silas was never really against it. But,
Yeah,
he also wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't the
I
one
think-
that had those concerns.
I think we've got all our stuff at this point. Like, I don't really see a need, and I think we were deciding that time is of the essence. So, if anything, we asked to see if she's got any materials on her boat that we could make like hammocks out of, so that way we could sleep on our fishing vessel a little bit more comfortably.
I think space is
but if
probably
she
the
doesn't
bigger
have that
issue on the
material-
boat.
Yeah, but like if we can stack some hammocks, right, then like we make space up rather than out, since it's not available to us. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, so I was thank them for the invitation. It was like, but we're really looking to move on quickly. We're trying to make as good of time as we can. So I think we would rather head on. Or my companions would rather head on. I do love the idea of a comfortable bed, but I think my companions would rather continue moving.
Yeah. How long is it till dawn anyway? I kind of just feel like I would know this.
The dark?
Or how long is it till
Yeah,
dawn?
it's like dusk right now.
How long is night going to be? How many?
Oh. I think it's fall when you guys set out from Rivendell. It was like October-ish. So you've been going for a couple of weeks, so it's late October. You guys are pretty northerly, so I think I'd say it's probably full dark by about 6:30 and maybe 7, and then morning comes right around sunrise right around 6:37. So about 12 hours, 11 or 12 hours.
Hmm. Yeah, it's losing a whole half day of travel. Hmm.
And to be clear, mechanically, if you guys are going to try sailing at night, there's definitely going to be some checks, and you guys do not have any skill with sailing.
Yeah, we can camp. Let's see.
Yeah, I think they were wanting to
Later
like
down the river.
camp outside of town and avoid the town for whatever reason.
No, that's also totally fine. Just wanted to make it clear, if you're going to try to travel, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I don't think traveling at night is wise in the dark with our
Well, I
complete
think-
lack of sailing experience.
I think the whole point of us trying to go around town was to avoid notice, and we've clearly been noticed.
Yes.
So I'm of a mind that since we have the patrol people who have already noticed us, to just go into town, because clearly, like, now that we're on these, it's like we need some time to figure out our like arrangements, and we probably won't be able to sail effectively while doing that. Although there are
So-
enough
so
of
yeah, I
us that
mean-
maybe one person.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess that was kind of the whole point, was to avoid notice, and that's clearly already not happened. So that kind of takes the main reason they wanted to
I
avoid
say-
town out of the picture. So I think, do we want to go ahead and just go into town and just like grab an inn for the night and then book it first thing in the morning?
That
And
seems-
Ken's not here to argue with me, so.
But yeah, I think going into town for a night and leaving first thing in the morning sounds fine to me. Cause yeah, we're already our cover is blown. Our cover is blown at this point, and when Glorfindel gets back, he's going to know that we had been here. We have,
And they
been
also
here.
weren't asking any questions about, like, we haven't had to disclose anything about the ring or anything like that. So any desire to keep any of that from being known is still intact, even if we go into town. Like, that's
Yeah.
still fine.
And I think our observations about the Drake are more what's concerned her than our actual party. So I think if we can keep her mind on that instead of our ragtag group, it will probably be okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't. There's no immediate danger to us. I think it's more just when Glorfindel gets back. They'll figure out that we were here and that we left. That's
That would also be potentially useful for Glorfindel to know that we actually passed through here. Okay, so Silas
I
will.
don't think we were.
Well,
We're trying to go
we've already
away
told
from
them to
Glorfindel.
expect
Yeah,
Glorfindel.
that's what I'm
so-
saying. Yeah.
All right, Silas will then, since the party is in a mind of, well, we could just stay the night, he'll ask for them to lead us to, like, we want to get out of here and be on our way quickly. So he's going to ask if they could direct us to an inn, like at the edge of town, where we could just quickly get up and head back out first thing in the morning, like at first light.
Certainly, travelers. The easiest one from this direction is if you head straight to Lake Town. Almost as soon as you intercept it from this angle, you'll find the Sleeping Beavers Inn, and they would be more than happy to put you up even at this late hour.
Big beavers.
The Sleeping Beavers.
Much appreciated, Captain.
That
Thank
sounds
you
wonderful.
For,
Thank you, Captain.
thank you for extending your hospitality.
Cool. So you guys push away from Captain Gradane. You can see Lake Town in the fading light. You could probably just make it there by the onset of night.
Sounds good.
All
We
right.
will.
Yes, we go.
Silas will make haste with his paddling skills.
Oh yeah, with Silas I forgot Silas was paddling. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the rest of them are
Yeah.
gonna have to do some work. But
Yeah, I was gonna say they've been, presumably the people behind us have had to, like, presumably like Nick has had to do some paddling in their
Yes,
boat.
definitely.
in order
Nick
to keep
is
us with
furious. So it's Nick, Radagast, Mox, and who else? Is that
I
just
think it's just them.
It's just, yeah, it's Nick, Radagast, and Mox.
yeah, so Mox isn't rowing, Radagast ain't rowing, so Nick is having to like double time it. And he's not, he's not weak, but he's not nearly as strong as Silas.
Oh, and he wouldn't be able to go dim anymore because I assumed he went dim as soon as like the boat saw us and was going to try to stay dim the entire like time if he could.
Uh-huh.
I was about to like put in a word for Ken there, but yeah, you guys grow.
Unless you want to hop in his boat, Drifter,
Nope.
and like help him paddle the rest of the way.
This
He's
winter's
probably
cold.
already very grumpy at this point.
This winter's cold. Nick will be fine.
Nobody wants to be in Ken's boat right now. But Professor Mox and Radagast are too like oblivious to even notice how angry he is.
They've probably been discussing all of Mox's preserves this entire trip.
Oh yeah, Radagast and Mox are just
And
like
or
going
the
to town. Like
stargazing.
they're talking about all the edible mushrooms that you can forage, and yeah,
Mox
pickling.
has certainly got
different
some new
pickling
ideas for
liquids.
pickling things, for
Oh,
sure.
man.
There's no way Radagast hasn't shared with him some special mushroom
Oh,
concoctions.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Nick is just stuck there paddling with while the
Yep.
two of them chatter.
exactly. Cool. So
So,
you guys paddle over to Lake Town. As you get closer, the sun's setting, various torches reveal the town. It's lit up, people are still out and about. It's still early evening. So everyone's kind of still going about their business, wrapping up their day. You've seen a bunch of boats coming in to town and docking. And as you pull up, you do see a sign, the Sleeping Beaver Inn, the Sleeping Beaver's Inn, and there are a couple of like tie up points by the dock where you can just pull up and hop off and tie up right outside the inn.
That sounds great. Go ahead and tie up the boats. Grab the most important of our stuff so that, you know, just in case nothing happens to it sitting out. I don't want to leave like like my family's heirloom axe is not sitting in the boat overnight, you know.
Okay.
I think we can
That
just
kind of
grab all of
stuff.
it. We probably don't have that much stuff, right?
Melrain's got a
Uh,
lot of stuff.
Yeah, Silas, can you help me with my stuff?
Yes, Silas.
Sure. And Silas starts like grabbing, like he's got all of his stuff, which is not very.
Right.
Silas has very little stuff.
Actually, I don't
And
say
then he'll
that
grab
because
like
I'm
an
halfway. sorry, go
armload
ahead.
of Melrain stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a couple of trips for all of Melrain stuff.
Sure. So he'll get the first load right now and head on into the inn.
Excellent. Is it like at the dock from the inn that's like a port that's like
What's that?
Yeah, you cut out for a second there, Megan.
oh sorry. I asked if there's like a porter or something that could potentially help.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Like,
There's
you know
no
what I
one,
mean?
there's no one at least at the dock by the Sleeping Beavers Inn, but there's a dedicated door. So you guys go on in. There's a small little entry hallway here. You kind of progress through. It looks like this was kind of the back door. So you go down this hall. There's a set of stairs going up to the rooms, presumably, and then there's a little lobby area. There's a little fire crackling in a fireplace. It's a pretty small, lobby. It's not like a common room or anything like that. There's a fellow behind the this kind of counter who lights up as soon as he sees you coming in and says, "Ah, travelers, welcome to the Sleeping Beavers Inn. So glad to see you. We have warm beds and cozy little snug spots," and sees Professor Mott come in, and he's like, "Oh, and we even have one Hobbit size room that's still available, sir. How long will you be staying with us, travelers?"
Oh, we're just here for the night. We're heading out first light. As he's carrying this like massive.
Yeah,
pile
right,
of
like
stuff.
all this stuff.
We're
wonderful,
just looking to
wonderful.
spend the night. We're not staying long.
Oh, well, happy to get you settled in. He says, I'm Oddmar. I'm your host, and be happy to take care of you. Let me show you up to your rooms.
Thank you so much, kind sir.
And
I would-
Silas is just
wanna-
eager to follow him and get this armload of
I'm
stuff.
gonna haggle over the cost of the rooms before we get like too far.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he hasn't really told you how much they're
Yeah.
going to be. So,
Yeah, to
I'm
be
gonna
fair,
like,
Melrain's
that-
probably got the money that's going to be paying for these rooms. So
yeah.
Yeah, but we've got a long way to go, so I don't want to be spending all my money on this inn.
That's
So
fair.
I'm-
Do you bring it up first, Melry? And you're like, how much of the?
Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna be like before. I'm gonna say like I'm gonna do a little bit of name dropping. Like the
Nice.
captain told us to come this way, but I do.
Oh, cool.
She also did provide some other locations we could go. So what's your best offer for your rooms?
Okay, awesome. Yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage, dropping Captain Gredane's name.
Okay.
To Silas, I say, every time I've tried this, they've always kicked me out.
Oh, fabulous. That's a hard success.
Nice.
Yes,
Cool.
I rolled an 11.
Damn.
Yep.
Oddmar's like, oh well, yes, of course. To have an elf under my roof is such an honor. Yeah, absolutely. Normally I'd say at least 5 silver per room, but it's late, and I can see that you're needing to find someplace. I'll give it to you for 2 silvers.
What? Well, since per room.
Yeah, exactly.
Is
How
this
many
a
people
good
can we
deal?
pack into a room?
It's a pretty good rate. It's a pretty good rate. Yeah,
I
like
mean,
Okay.
it's a 60% discount, right? Off of
exactly.
the
Yeah,
state
it's
rate.
60 yeah.
of what
I
it is,
think
but it's-
Drifter is probably the only one who would really know. Like Milrayan hadn't really like Milrayan's never paid for lodging in her life.
Right. But I just know that that's what should be done. You don't just pay for shit.
Right, of course, yeah. But yeah, so Drifter probably knows, like compared to Bree, these prices are a little bit elevated, which is not too surprising to you. Like you would think that Lake Town is just more expensive because they're having to build it on a pier, basically. But two silver is still a pretty good rate.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, that sounds great. And is breakfast included?
Oh, well, I don't have a kitchen here, I'm afraid, but there's a place I can recommend just down the boardwalk.
That sounds fabulous. All right, we'll take it. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you guys pile everything in. Oddmar goes and helps you get the stuff, Silas. Because you also had like various provisions and things that you negotiated for. So
Yeah.
it takes
Yeah.
a couple of runs. You guys get spread out among three of the rooms. There's 2 beds in each of them. So someone's Radagast is like, I'm going to sleep on the roof, and he just disappears. He like skedaddles and takes off.
We're not paying for that, by the way.
We don't.
Yeah, he
we
did
don't-
kind of just tag along
don't
for the
know.
ride with us.
He follows us. I don't know who that man is.
So yeah, you guys can just like nibble off your provisions here. Otherwise, Oddmar tells you that the Poor Bison is just down the boardwalk if you wanted to go get some food. And that's also where he sends you for breakfast.
Okay. I want to go shopping for some hammocks because I think that's something that
Oh,
probably
cool. Okay,
can- so that
I'm
way we
gonna-
can have sleeping arrangements.
great.
Since now that I've been on the boat for a little while, I have an idea of some things that I want to get to like
For sure.
outfit
To
it
rig it up.
appropriately.
Okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Drifter.
I'm gonna go to the tavern / restaurant place, and I'm gonna linger mysteriously in a corner. I...
Outstanding.
but I am gonna
allure
like
of the corner.
listen and see if there's
Okay,
any
cool.
interesting gossip.
Love it.
Try to read lips, that sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Silas?
Oh, that yeah. Whenever so is Drifter doing that like that night or the next morning while Melrain is out shopping, or when's that?
Yeah, Melrain,
occurring?
everything's closed. Like as soon as you step out of the inn and walk
Oh,
around, you
okay.
realize that stores are closed, but you can go in the morning.
Okay, I'll go in the morning.
I'll linger later.
No, Drifter's got it. I mean, afternoon, evening is like prime sitting in the corner looking mysterious.
Oh, okay,
time.
the restaurant's still open.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, maybe just 2 or 3 hours, something like that.
Well, I'm gonna work on tinkering with maybe then since the things are closed, I'll go out and tinker with the boat to see if I
Okay.
can
Cool.
do some of that stuff. I was not successful in my role. So
Okay.
I have not achieved that yet. But
Cool.
also I think I had you said magic started at 10, but I have magic as part of is that its own because I added extra points to it because I had to have it at 20 on my sheet. I mean I still
Oh, I don't know what that is.
okay.
Oh, you put points towards it already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
From the like, hey, distribute your points.
okay. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, that's okay.
So yeah, if you had not put any points into it, it would have started at a fifth of your power, which
Okay.
is 10.
So-
But since
yes,
you
so-
put 20 into it, it actually starts at 30.
Okay, well, I think I have 20 written down on my sheet, so I'm gonna guess I added 10 to it to get to that.
Oh,
So,
I see. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That is my guess.
Okay, great.
So-
Yeah, if you want to
regardless,
write in like give a name to that power just to make it
Okay.
less ambiguous, that'd be great.
Yep.
I would like to roll perception to see if I hear any interesting gossip.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. Roll with advantage for me, actually.
And yeah, I can also read lips, so I think that
Oh, cool. Okay, fantastic.
let's see.
While,
With advantage. So perception. Success.
Okay, great. Yeah, Silas. So
I was gonna
Drifter,
say, while all
Drifter
that's
heads
going
out to
on,
go to
Silas
the.
is Silas is like, you guys are crazy for wasting this perfectly good opportunity for a nice warm bed. Like, and Silas goes and crashes early.
Hard.
Like as
Nice.
soon as he's done carrying in all the rations and all Melrain's stuff, he is out. He is gonna go sleep. This is a
Cool.
warm bed, and you don't say no to extra time in a warm bed.
Yep.
So he is conked.
You're too soft.
Cool. Okay, Drifter, success on that perception. Yeah, so you hear folks talking, and overhear some conversations. It sounds like you hear some people talking about trade with the dwarves. Some people are like, oh, it's going well. Some people are like, oh, it seems like it's diminishing. You hear some people talking about trouble on the eastern shore, that there's dark things moving. You kind of read between the lines and think like, oh, probably there are orcs or something else that's bad on the eastern shore that are harassing fishers. So it sounds like the fisher boats are not really going in that direction as much anymore.
Is that the way we're
And
going?
and it sounds like there's also some people are like, yeah, like we haven't gotten any trade with the elves of late, and it's not all doom and gloom. Like there are some people who are like, oh no, the elves are doing, or the dwarves are doing fine. But it does seem like the majority of what you're hearing is kind of negative talk. And most specifically for your purposes, it does sound like the eastern shore, the shadow is starting to have some stronger influence there.
Like the eastern shore of the river, the lake.
Of Long Lake specifically, I don't think you get any information about Selduin, the river running, at least right now.
So we're going away from that at the moment, right?
You're going south, so if the shadow is on the eastern shore, that's gonna be true the whole way down the river.
Terrible with
Alright.
so it's kind of next to us, yes.
Yeah,
Geography is not my thing.
it just
We're not heading
depends.
directly into it, but it's going to be like we're going to be running alongside it the whole way.
Yeah, if it persists, further than just the lakeside. But it seems like based on Drifter's understanding of the geography, like probably orcs are coming out of the Iron Hills, and they would be stopped basically by the Selduin from going further west.
Yeah. Well, that is not good.
Yeah.
It's never good. The darkness is always growing.
Exactly. Shadow is always growing. It's always
None of this
getting
surprises
worse.
me.
Yep.
Yeah, I had the same question as Megan immediately. I'm like, are we going that way? But yeah.
Cool. Okay, anything else you're interested in, Drifter? You got a meal?
Mhm.
Silas has crashed out. Melrayan is working on the boats, then heads in. Great. All right, you guys wake up in the morning, had a nice old rest. Silas, you look around, And after a couple of moments, you realize that Trudale is not in his little, you'd set up like a little pallet for him on the floor. He is not there when you wake up.
Uh-oh.
Heading down. I'm concerned, but not immediately panicking. Has he done this kind of thing before? Is this, does he tend to like get up and wander, or is this like a weird, out of the ordinary?
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh no.
Can I also do an intelligence check?
Would you believe
Yeah.
that I rolled a 1?
Holy shit.
So that is an extreme success with my target of
insane.
2.
I mean, it's a critical success, right? That's
So Silas has
insane.
real
My
good
intelligence is
insight from his
11.
brother.
So an extreme would be a 2, and I rolled a 1 for a critical
Wow.
success.
That is lovely.
When it comes to family, he knows.
Yeah,
He knows.
exactly. Yes, yes. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
That's
Oh
incredible.
my gosh. right,
So,
so-
Trudale's pretty young. So he's not exactly known for wandering per se, but you guys got in like right after sunset pretty much, which is like 6 o'clock, and Silas just crashed out. So
Oh,
I would
right, that's
say
true,
Trudale's not known for wandering, but you like left him alone at 6 o'clock, and he's a young kid and everybody else had gone. So it is not surprising to you that he would maybe go on walkabout. What's weird is that he didn't come back, right? Like you would expect, like, yeah, maybe he wandered around town and met up with some boys and whatever, and then came back and crashed. So it's a little unusual that he's not here this morning.
All right. Silas is gonna head down and start and like basically ask the innkeeper. He's gonna ask Ogmar if Trudale if he's seen Trudale this morning or late last night, or after Silas went to bed, or this morning if he's already gotten up and started walking about.
Oh yes, good sir. I saw that your young fellow headed out maybe a little bit after you all settled in. But he headed out shortly after your mysterious friend, alluding to Drifter.
Did he come back?
Oh well, I locked the door at a little before 10, and then went to bed myself, and didn't hear anything. So as far as I know, he must have, right? Is he not back home?
Oh dear.
He's not in my room.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Silas is gonna go like open up the other room. Like, no,
Yeah.
he's gonna try and not be like the rudest person just barging in, but he's also not like he's not trying to wake everybody up, but he's not he's gonna open the door of the other rooms and be like looking around and see if he sees Trudale. If not, you like close the door and go check the next
Cool.
room. So he's
Yeah.
basically going room to room.
So
tomorrow.
yeah, Drifter, Melry, you guys both kind of you're like drozing, just waking up and see Silas open the door, look around and like close the door.
I'm assuming that he's not with any of us.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so Trudale is not in any of the other rooms, presumably.
Right.
I'm gonna go open the door, see what Silas is what is he doing? Silas.
Cool.
Did Trudale go out to the wherever you went last night? Because he didn't
No.
come back home. Ah, my gosh, where did he wander off to? And Silas is gonna head down into Lake Town, or like out the door into the town, like in the direction of where, like, obviously we're at the very edge of town, so he's gonna basically head out there and be like,
Okay.
take a look
I'm gonna-
from the entryway and like, okay, what looks interesting to a young boy,
Yeah.
and
I'm-
try
I'm-
and discern.
I'm gonna say that by this point we've all gathered at the front entrance of the inn, and
Cool.
we're like all trying to figure out, okay. And with his critical hit of 1, can we narrow it down to at least like 3 places where this kid might be?
Yeah, 100%. So Silas, you step out and you have like a flash of recall. You remember back to Truedale when you were all younger, playing around and playing with some friends and sort of running off in a direction, and you're thinking like, okay, if I was this kid, where would I go? And you've got like a brilliant flash of insight. Probably he like was wandering around the town, maybe met up with some other young kids and was playing around. So probably like the residential area where, you know, those kids would have been like as their day is winding down and their parents are calling them home from dinner and whatnot, would be the place to go. Looking out over the town, you think that that's kind of to the right or the south of where you are at the inn right here.
All right, Silas is going to start walking that way, and as he approaches the residential area, he's going to put his fingers in his mouth and do like a really loud whistle that is like his family. It's a tradition from his family of like, if you're out in the woods, this is mom or dad's sign to get your butt back in the house. It's time to eat. Like this is like this is a thing for his family where they will just like whistle, because they're often, you know, they live in the woods. A lot of them are out in the woods. Like they're liable to be far off, so they need some way of getting people's attention. So he's just going to start walking up and down the street, just whistling really loud, and like intermittently like calling out in his gruff voice, like, Truedale, where are you at?
Cool. What are Drifter and Melorian doing?
Trailing. Oh, good.
I'm gonna go to like, is the coffee shop that the innkeeper told us, is that like towards the residential area, like a place where like a lot of people are gonna go for their breakfast kind of thing?
The Poor Bison, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and like go there, probably with Nick, another human.
Yeah.
Just to like probably just like drink some coffee and like ask people if they've seen, like, if any of their children came home with an
sure.
extra. So to
Okay.
be like, all right, hey, we're one of our young rascals got away from us last night. Did he happen to have a sleepover with any of your children?
Cool.
So
got it.
I'm gonna ask of the women that come in, and I'm gonna volunteer Nick to chat with any of the men that come in, just to kind of be like chummy and see if we can get information that way.
Nice. Cool. And yeah, Drifter.
I'll investigate. Trying to think of the sort of.
Silas, Melorian, go ahead and roll persuasion checks for me.
I'll ask people like if I happen to see anybody lingering around as I'm following Silas.
Yeah.
Just giving a general description of the boy, and also if does he have any like personal effects that he usually takes with him? Or actually, I guess I should say I'm looking to see if I'm aware of any like personal items that he has, just to see if those have happened to fallen off or scattered about, or pieces of his clothing, or etc.
Oh, okay.
Like a
Cool.
like a button, you know.
You're trying to track him.
I'm what?
You're trying to
track him.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, cool. Great. Melorian, what was yours?
I got a success.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, standard success.
And
on
then
Silas.
yeah, Drifter, go ahead and roll survival for me.
Oh yeah, survival. That would be a good one. Sorry. Fail.
Okay. Okay, Melorian, yeah, so you're kind of chatting, you and Nick are chatting to some folks as they come in for their breakfast. And yeah, you find a couple who are here who kind of overhear you, and they're like, oh yeah, one of our boys said that he met a kid from out of town and they were playing around last night. They were playing pretty late, and then the kids realized that you know, I called our boys in, and they had to go and take their leave of the out of towner boy. But that was pretty late. Must have been maybe 10:30, 11 last night. And we never saw him, but you know, we assumed that he was going to make his way back to the ship wherever he was. So they assume that he's on a boat somewhere. Silas, on that persuasion. Oh, you using your whistle? Yeah. So you're doing your family whistle, heading around the residential area. You don't encounter Trudale, but as you're kind of turn a corner, a small gaggle, like 3 or 4 boys, kind of bump into you, and you like interrogate them. And they're like, "Oh yeah, mister, we met Trudale. He was great. It was fun. We played all night with him."
Where did he go? Where did
I
he
don't
go at
know.
the
Our
end of the
parents
night?
called us back home, so we had to go. So we told him he should head back to wherever he came from, and make sure to get inside at night. And he said he was going to go. He said he knew how to get back to the place where he was staying.
So where was so Silas has been whistling at this point. Can he ask like where they left him? Like where was he last seen?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They kind of can take you like down a couple of boardwalks. And it's just like a part of the residential area, basically.
Okay.
It's not particularly close, or it's not particularly close to where the inn is.
Okay. So since we've heard Silas's whistling, we can track back to him. So we can all kind of meet at the
Sure.
starting point from where Trudale was.
Yeah.
And then I'd say that we split off on the various paths that might get back to the inn between the group of us.
Yeah.
So like I don't know how many.
Lost.
Yeah, just to be like, all right, this is the most likely way he would have gone. Let's see if we
Right.
can find evidence
I think-
of where he would
I
have
think
gone.
we should also go ask Radagast because he was on the roof last night. So if Trudale came back, we should also check the boat in case he went and couldn't get in. Maybe he was locked out and went and slept in the boat.
Okay.
Probably
Yep.
should have checked that sooner, considering it was right behind the inn. But yeah, let's go make our way back towards the inn, check the boat, and ask Radagast who was on the roof if he saw anything.
Cool. Great. I'll have you roll perception for me.
We're doing a lot of that today.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
my perception is garbage.
Uh,
Yeah, no. I rolled a really low roll. Still more than double what I need.
Success.
No,
That's-
fail. I
all
rolled a
right.
26. I needed an 11.
I did not get a success, but if we got one success, I won't spend luck. If I
Okay.
need it, then I would, but I'd rather not.
Okay, great. Yes, you guys head back to the inn. As you are, Drifter, looking up on the roof, you see Radagast standing up on the roof, just kind of looking around, and you see Trudale next to him up on the roof.
Nice.
Hmm.
Radagast
Ah.
looks down, he's like, "Hey, Silas, your brother, he came back late, and he was pounding on the door. He was gonna wake everyone up. I said, 'What are you doing down there, kid?' And he was like, 'I'm trying to get in.' I'm like, 'Come and hang out with me on the roof.' And so he did.
Fantastic.
Okay, here. Thank you, Radagast.
Good job, I guess.
Welcome.
What have we learned?
He and Trudale kind of vanish from your line of sight. And then a couple minutes later come around the side of the building.
And Silas is like, what have we learned?
Trudale's like, "Well, I should keep track of time."
And don't run off by yourself in a completely new place.
"Well,
We're
I
in
met
da-
these nice boys. I had a fun time. You were passed out. You went to sleep. Everybody was gone.
You should have gone to sleep too. You missed your chance
It
at a
was
nice
so
comfy bed.
early. I got to sleep on the roof with Mr. Radagast."
Yes,
He doesn't
yes,
care.
you did. Just and Silas is like Silas is trying really hard to scold him, but he is really having a hard. He's like Because in the back of his mind, he's like, that does sound fun, sleeping on the roof with
Right.
Radagast. So he's like trying to be serious and like scold him, but he's like secret, but like also he's combating that like that does sound like fun. It's like, okay, just next time, if you want to sleep on the roof with Mr. Radagast, that's fine. Just tell somebody. We didn't know where you went.
Okay, I can do
We were
that.
looking for you all morning, and it's yeah, just tell somebody. Silas was about to tell him like, hey, it's dangerous out here, but he's like doesn't want to freak him out. So
Nice.
he's just gonna keep that to himself.
Cool. So
So-
yeah, it's mid-morning. You guys, Oddmar's excited that Trudale is found. You guys pile all your supplies back into your boats.
Thanks, Simon.
Oh wait, Melrain wanted to go shopping. Sorry.
I did.
Yeah,
I
Mallory wanted
wanted
to get some hammocks, I think.
Yeah, you can get canvas, no problem. This town is lousy with canvas for that you can turn into hammocks and comfortable sleeping.
Yeah, between all the sales and stuff, surely they've got
Yeah.
a good industry for canvas.
Exactly.
Do I need to roll for that, or can I just be shopping?
No, that you can just get.
Great.
But if you want to do your daily roll for the tiller,
Yeah, I failed that.
okay.
I just did
Cool.
that one.
Yep. So daily magic roll was
Yep.
still haven't quite fit. It's the boat is just so much bigger than what I'm used to working
Exactly.
with.
Yeah,
that it's
you're
a little bit,
custom like tiny
harder for me to maneuver.
Makes sense,
cool.
makes sense.
Anything
But I
else you
do
guys
wanna-
want to do in Lake Town before you push off?
I don't think so.
Failed too.
Great.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're pretty well equipped with given the amount of supplies and stuff that we got from the Fisher people. I
Yep.
think we're probably pretty well equipped.
Yeah, you're
And our
you're good
boats are
on
pretty
food
loaded
and water and
down.
that. Yeah.
Do we have enough weaponry to protect ourselves from the eastern shore at this point?
No.
Does everyone have a weapon?
So
I'm gonna say that Drifter, can you please share what you learned at the inn last night, and then we can all go shop for some weaponry as well.
There's danger and darkness gathering on the eastern shore. It's the darkness is gathering everywhere. It's
I was gonna say, isn't that everywhere?
rather my comment regarding weapons was I don't think we can acquire enough weapons, but I would suggest that if you do not have a weapon already, that procuring one would be a good idea.
Who doesn't have a weapon?
I mean, I feel like we've all got some sort of thing, right? Like I'm assuming I
so.
have a bow and arrows because that was and some knives because those are my weaponry skills that I selected. So
No, I mean, yeah, that would
Yeah,
make
you
sense.
have so you do have the skill. I don't see it on your character sheet anywhere.
I have one that says
arrows.
You
I
do?
wrote that down.
Yeah, I do. It's under persuade for some reason.
Projectile.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
arrow.
so that's your
Oh,
archery
it's my projectile.
Yes, thank you.
projectiles. I see. Yeah. So no, you have the skill, but I don't know that Melrayan. I mean, Melrayan wouldn't have any reason to have left Rivendell armed. I mean, you guys were
Right.
under Glorfindel's protection and had your, your whole escort.
Mhm. So you might need to pick up a bow while you're here. I think, did you use like a sling in our last encounter or something like that?
Yes, I think I did. Yes, because I was hiding behind a rock and then throwing things.
Yeah, I think that was just throwing. I don't think it was a sling. So yeah, if you want to get a knife and a bow, Melrayan, that may be wise.
Yep, I'm going shopping for some weapons. I'm
Cool.
gonna say that I do have some. I have some more utilitarian knives in my bag,
Yes. Yeah.
so I'm gonna probably focus on the bow because that'll probably get me the distant stuff to the shore if I need
Okay.
it.
Cool. Yeah, Nick also has a bow. Drifter has a bow. Silas
Silas has got his axe.
just has the axe. Yeah. You also have throwing. I don't know if you want to get a bunch of like throwing knives or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silas will pick up Silas will ask Melrain to also procure him a couple of like either throwing knives or like maybe a hand axe or something.
Yeah, like a throwing axe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I'm not gonna be able to carry all this by myself, so Silas has gotta come with me to help carry. Like, I'm not carrying
Right,
your throat.
yep. That's fine. That's
I'm
fine.
fine with I'm fine
Yeah.
with coming to shop for weapons. That sounds good. Shopping for weapons.
Cool. Okay, great. You guys head into Lake Town. Finding a bow is no problem. Finding arrows is no problem. Finding throwable hand axes is no problem. So Silas, you can go ahead and add 3 hand axes. Melrain, you can add longbow.
Do I add that to the combat section under weapon?
Exactly. Yeah, add it to the combat section.
And then what numbers do I put with it?
So you'll put your skill just from your character sheet, and then the bow damage is 1d6 plus half your damage bonus.
Plus, what do you,
Put it in the I'll put it in the chat. This is just from pulled from Drifters.
what, so do I just copy the skill from the arrows down into the longbow?
Correct. Yep. And then everyone go ahead and put 30 arrows down for ammo. Because some of you don't have ammo already, and that will be a reasonable amount that you can carry on a practical basis.
Do I, can I add the throwing knives as well?
Yeah, if you want to get some throwing knives, you can get 3 throwing knives.
Okay. Do I count ammo 3? Is that how that
Yes,
works?
exactly. Yep.
Okay,
And then that'll be the throw skill. I need to
Yes.
practice.
that,
Yep, that's the throw skill. And then the damage I just put in the chat, 1d4 plus 2 plus damage bonus.
I'm gonna get a second knife. Not for throwing, just a knife.
Cool.
I have 2 knives now.
Okay, yeah, so just add that under your ammo 2.
Where does the damage bonus come from?
It should be oh, at the bottom right, there's a square that says damage bonus. I think Drifters is 0, is that right? Melrain's
yes.
-1.
How does that work?
You're small. You're small and slight.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
doesn't, there should be like no way that it helps them feel better if I thwack them with a knife.
Well, I mean, you still, yeah,
It's
you always do
1d4
at least
plus
1.
2
You always do at
minus
least 1
1.
point of damage.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's a D4, you'll definitely do at least 2 points of damage, even if you roll a 1.
Yeah.
So it'd
Okay.
be 1 on the D4 plus 2 for 3 minus 1.
All right.
Silas's
Um,
damage bonus is 1d6 because he's big.
Yeah. He's a brute.
Does anything like
Um,
pyrotechnics or smoke bombs or anything sort of like that exist? I'm thinking maybe my head's on things to create some sort of diversion, possibly, so we can. I don't see us standing our ground and fighting against orcs or any sort of massed force based on the number of us and our skill set generally.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that Drifter, what would be most obvious to you would be asking Radagast to do something. You don't know exactly what the capabilities of wizards are, but that seems like something that Radagast would be able to do.
yes. How would I phrase that?
What do we have in the way of like mundane supplies that we're carrying on our characters? Like as far as like any kind of rope or torches or oil or any of that kind of stuff. I know we've got various supplies in our
I'm gonna say that we're
Alright.
pretty good on that based on
Oh.
what my grandparents packed and then
Yeah.
what the people gave us.
okay. I just want to make sure we have like stuff
Yeah.
accounted for.
If there's anything specific that you want, let me know. Melrayan, as you're going shopping, are your little klepto hands
Yeah.
at work?
Yep, they sure are.
Oh, you get a 5-finger discount? I did not, Melrain.
I'm spending luck on that because I'm feeling that right now. Let's see here.
You're feeling like
Yeah.
not getting run out of town for thieving.
No, I'm gonna have a standard success for that.
Nice.
So I'm gonna,
That was sleight of hand.
yeah.
Nice. Anything in particular that you're nicking, or you want me to tell you?
I'm gonna nick an extra throwing knife for sure.
Okay.
And then I can't resist. I'm gonna walk past like a gadget store. And I'm gonna pick up some odds and ends just because I can. And then if there's anything else in particular that strikes my fancy that you think I would see in town,
Yeah.
you can.
You find okay, you got it. I'll go ahead and add these as well.
Okay.
You find an ornate brooch of dwarven design.
Okay. Wait, where do I put that?
Just under your gear.
Oh, okay. Okay. Fantastic.
And a silver spoon with M engraved on the handle.
It's my initial.
Yeah.
Possibly could belong to you.
Totally belongs to you.
I mean, it does
Belongs to you
now.
now.
Is that also of dwarven make, or is that just
No, that's just a regular spoon.
my spoon now?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Do I notice her doing this? I might want sleight of hand instruction later if that's the case.
What's that?
I said, do I notice her doing this? I might want sleight of hand instruction later
Oh,
if I do.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea. You can do a perception check. She's pretty good at what she's doing though.
Cool. I will try.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna miss the silver spoon that I used to eat meals on the boat. So like, eventually he's gonna figure out, he's gonna be like, where did that come from? That wasn't in your pack before. Cause like we've been eating meals together and it's a very shiny silver spoon.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna spend 1 point of luck and get it and get an extreme success.
Oh,
Yeah. Nice.
you not only notice, you see Melrayan. Well, so is this, how conscious is this for Melrayan? Is it just like unconscious? She's just like around stuff and her hand goes, or does she like admire something as like, I'm gonna grab that?
I think it's a little bit of both. So
Okay.
like the brooch and the spoon were like klepto hands, and then
Right.
the throwing knife was like, okay, there's actually like a purpose to having like one extra here.
Okay.
But anything pretty, I think if I had had a better success, I would have grabbed more things.
Right.
But I'm gonna say that it just wasn't gonna happen. But yes, there was a lot of people in the market, and like the klepto nature was up.
Nice. So yeah, on that extreme success drifter, you see all of this. You see Melrayan like planning out, grabbing the knife, grabbing it, and just like, you know, accidentally drifting by, grabbing things. She seems like she is fairly deft, but not extremely. So her sleight of hand is 35, basically.
Yeah.
But is it like is it a power thing or anything?
No, it's just her like,
I'm
Okay.
just, yeah.
yeah, Kender. Oh, you know about Kender, Sam?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't.
obsessive kleptomaniac.
I
They're
love
they're
Kender.
klepto hobbits. They're like kleptomaniac hobbits, essentially.
Yeah, and it's always like an unconscious, like they're not trying to steal. And if you ask them and you call them out, they're like, I don't know how that got there. Like,
No, I'm gonna say that there's a little more consciousness, but like I also can't resist a pretty thing
Right. Cool.
or a
Yeah, well-
gadget. Like that kind of stuff is a little like the more like unique and weird it is, the more likely it is to end up in my pocket.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, one of my powers is like a retroactive sleight of hand thing. So this is something like my character would be actively interested in
Oh,
learning.
yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Just we haven't had a use for it yet, or
Right.
at least not one I could think of.
Yeah.
So are you also going to klepto with me?
No. We're not having a
He's
klepto
observing
party.
a master here.
Klepto off.
My
Who
sleight
can
of
get us
hand
kicked
is
out
like
of town first? Go, go, go.
my actual sleight of hand is like 16 or something, but my like the skill that I have though, I have like a 30 something in it.
Yeah.
Bag
You
of
won't be
tricks.
stealing anything. My sleight of hand
Bag
is
of
6.
tricks. Cool. Okay, so yeah, you guys get kitted out, get armed. Anyone want to get any armor though? Actually, come to think of it, there's not a market for metal armor, because obviously you don't want to be wearing chainmail when you're on a boat. But there is a pretty thriving market for like leather armor sorts of things. I think Drifter, this definitely occurs to Drifter. And he's probably the most like comfortable with that concept. But you know, you guys are in these weapon stores, and so you also see armor on display there.
I'll get
yeah.
some. I'll get some lightweight stuff, but I'm not planning to be like in battle. So I'm just gonna keep it light because I'm more likely to like hide myself and like shoot from afar than to like run up and hit people.
For sure.
And yeah,
Should
I think I would also want something like medium weight, light-ish. Or I guess with leather armor, probably, as long as it's not super stiff.
Cool. Now this is not cheap. Like if you wanted to buy a sword or something, that would also be not cheap. So you guys are gonna have to come up with how to fund this, because you don't really have that much like ready cash per se. So you might need to think about what you want to trade for it. And give me a second, I can grab my rule book.
Silas does not care about armor. Armor. What is that?
We have some nice silver.
Just take it like a man. Take the hits. that's Silas's his feelings on the matter.
Seems to work well for you.
I mean, yeah, it's been working for him so far.
Which yeah, that was a very good choice in this like horrible Shadowrun based system of like, oh yeah, if you get in a fight, you're probably gonna die, like kind of thing. So
yeah,
good thinking.
Silas has 15 hit points.
Dear Lord.
It's based on like size and strength, I think. Is that correct?
That sounds right.
His strength is 90 and his size is 80. So
yeah, I have 10 hit points.
Yeah,
he has fully 50% more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you can get some, so basically armor functionally adds to your hit points. So Melrayan, something light, light is all relative, so probably the lightest thing you can get is the equivalent of like a heavy leather jacket.
Okay, that seems appropriate.
Cool.
Because I need it to be flexible enough that I can still
definitely
shoot effectively. So
yep. So go ahead and add that heavy leather jacket. That gives you 1 hit point, basically 1 point of armor, which is better than nothing. And then Drifter, did you want to get anything?
Yeah, but I probably don't have anything to trade. Like
Yep. Oh, that's right. Yeah, what's Melrayan trading for that?
I'm gonna say that I still have some gear left over that's not absolutely necessary in my pack. So I'm gonna trade a handmade cozy sweater because it's fall and it's winter, and trade it for the leather armor because it's of elven make, so it's really high quality and super warm.
Okay.
That actually, probably is really good.
Cool. I think I'm gonna say so that's the last non-utilitarian thing that you have from your grandparents. Everything
All
else
right.
is going to start to be like rope or oil or torches or
Okay.
something.
By the way, I
useful.
still have one sweater for myself too.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yep. Okay, anybody else want to get anything?
I can't think of anything particularly. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you guys get back in the boat. You found Trudale, and
And we went shopping.
you went shopping. You got some stuff. Yeah, got some weapons to protect yourselves. You push off from Lake Town and paddle / sail across the long lake to the south to where the Selduin River starts. And yeah, the current is not particularly fast. The river is pretty wide here. So you don't necessarily have to paddle, but if you don't paddle, it's going to be slow going. So you head out of the long lake down the Selduin, and probably about midday you see ahead that the forest, it looks like Mirkwood kind of extends this far east and kind of wraps around the river. So you see that the trees are enclosing in on the river on either side, and also the river starts to narrow a bit. And you notice that it's midday, so the sun's overhead, bright and shining. Nonetheless, the shadows cast by the trees are deep and dark. And Drifter, at least you're looking in these shadows, and you're like, ooh, even though it's full bright out, there could be orcs lurking under those trees, nonetheless.
Darkness lingers over these woods.
Wow.
Yeah, anything you guys want to do before you pass into Mirkwood on the river here?
Oh, hang on. I want to make a gadget roll here for a second. If I succeed, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Hey, hang on. Oh, that is a hard success.
Ooh.
Oh,
I am going to have a communication device that I can put on each boat, so that way we can talk to one another without having to yell across the boat.
Oh, cute.
I
Okay.
think
We're not super far away from one another,
Right.
but I had this
Like
thing
a
in my
signal.
bag that, yeah, like a signal or like a thing that you can talk into it maybe, and then it anyway, kind of like a phone, but not quite. It's a
Right.
gadget.
Okay, cool.
It's a
Yeah, so super short range. Yeah.
super short range, but enough that if we didn't want to be yelling between the
Right,
boats, but
yeah.
communicate what we were the front boat can communicate what they're seeing to the back boat and
Yep.
stuff like
Okay,
that.
cool. I dig that. Yeah, maybe like a little telegraph type thing.
Yes, like a little kind of walkie-talkie, basically
Cool.
a walkie-talkie, but
Yeah.
not. And so the boats get closer because we don't want to be too spread out with this thing, and we'll keep everyone appraised of what's going on in the forest and what we see up front, as well as
If we-
keeping up.
If we're getting into any areas where it's really dark and really there's a lot of shadows in a certain area of the banks, Silas is gonna have Trudale get kind of down in the boat.
Cool.
Just in case there's an ambush or something coming, he wants Trudale to be safely away from that as much as possible.
Got it. That sounds good.
I don't think we should light any lights because it just makes us more of a target.
Mm-hmm.
But is it dark enough that we should have a light on, or
No,
is
it's full day.
It's daytime.
And
It's
at
just
least
the
right now
shadows
there's
from the
no
trees
clouds
are
or
really
anything like
dark.
that, but the trees are just right up to the riverbank, and they're dense enough that it's pretty dark under the trees. But on the river, in the middle of the river, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't want to go too far towards the east, but we're gonna hang in the furthest from both banks.
Okay, cool.
Single file going down.
Perfect. Great.
We'll head in the front again,
Okay.
our boat, especially since I'm paddling. I'm I'm assuming we're gonna be in the front once
Yeah.
again.
But
Great.
Silas, don't go too fast. We gotta stay together.
Right? I know. Nick can keep up. It'll be fine.
Cool. Why don't we call it there, you guys, since we are missing a couple people and I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves.
By the way, I'm so happy to use my fancy new background. I love this
Yeah,
It's
pretty
really
cool.
nice. I've been admiring it.
fireplace and
admiring?
the falling leaves and
Oh
everything.
yeah, the background is very cool.
It's so
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah, you see like the leaves going by. And the
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's very
So
pretty.
go ahead and roll luck. And again, if you do not get over it, is that right?
Yeah, if you fail your check.
No, if
fail
you
your
get
luck
over
check-
it. Yeah, if you fail. If you get over it, then you roll 1d10.
I failed.
So I'm
10.
under. So I
was
rolled
still-
under, so I don't add anything.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a bummer.
Yeah,
I-
I did too.
I rolled over and I rolled a 10 on my luck dice. So
Dang.
which to be clear, I rolled a 37, and after adding 10, I still would have failed that luck check with a 30.
Yeah. You burned a
My
lot of
luck was-
luck.
My luck was no, I just didn't have a lot to begin with.
Okay.
It's up to 33 now. It was at 23 before.
Oh wow. Yep.
So luck went up from 23 to 33.
Excellent. Cool. Well, thanks to the game, you guys. And the next game, I'm going to be traveling back from West Virginia. So we'll see what my progress is like. We may or may not have it. We'll see. I'll
Okay.
keep you up to date.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to put in the Discord where I got these lovely backgrounds from.
Oh yeah, that's a good
If
idea.
anyone is
Yeah.
interested,
Mhm.
because they were very cheap, and I also got ones for like our Star Wars game. Or nope, that's not.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
Star Wars game where it's like animated. There's like a ship that'll fly over. There's all sorts of fun ones. Yeah,
It's very
spooky
cool.
Halloween time, magic areas, the whole works. But yeah, I love this Lord of the Rings one. This
That
one's
is,
just
that is very neat. Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
And
I'll
then
throw
Megan,
them
we'll
in
pick you
Discord.
up in Louisville
Yes.
that evening.
Yes.
So we'll probably just like be in the cell phone lot and you can text us when you
Okay.
are ready and we'll come get you.
Perfect.
Yay.
Hey. All right, thanks for the game, guys. See you next time.
Well.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.